I hate you, Chiefs. Anyways, guys, welcome back to a new video. Um, Today is 2024, and y'all, I hope y'all had a good Christmas. I hope y'all had a good New Year's. I did. It was amazing. Got some stuff, and now it's a new year. Yeah, but truly, I did have a good Christmas. And guys, no better way to start off New Year's than football. That's right, guys. It's football time. Are you guys ready for the last week of football? Well, at least until postseason. Next week will be postseason week, guys. Postseason week is coming. And I'm excited. Even though my team won't be in it because of the dang Chiefs. But yeah, guys. But it's fine. We're getting Joe Burrow next year. But guys, let's start it off. Starting with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens. The Steelers beat the Seahawks, keeping their hopes alive. Mason Rudolph had a nice game. The run game is starting to be efficient. That's good for the Steelers. The defense is playing pretty good. The Steelers team is weird. I have no idea what is happening. And Mike Tomlin just seems like he could just get 9 wins every season. No joke. And that's just crazy. Meanwhile, the Ravens just clinched the number 1 seed by beating the Miami Dolphins, destroyed them. Lamar Jackson's a passing quarterback? 5 touchdowns? Holy crap, never expected that. Man. And you know what? Even as a Bengals fan, I gotta say, I'm happy for the Ravens. I'm happy they're doing well with Lamar Jackson. I mean, it's been so many years since they got stuff going, and stopped dealing with injuries. They still dealt with injuries this year, but still made it to the number 1 seed. The Ravens are going to be resting starters this week, because they don't got nothing to play for. So yeah, they'll be good to go in the divisional round. We'll see how they do. But guys, this is in Baltimore. You know, Mason Rudolph is going to struggle one game. You know, he's not going to look like God every single game, guys. So, Tyler Huntley ain't bad. He's not the worst quarterback I've ever seen. He's actually played alright. So, I have the Ravens upsetting the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. Yes, because we see it a lot. We see how the Ravens and Steelers... You see how the Steelers have the Ravens number all the time. But you know what? This is some revenge for the Ravens, okay? Even using backups. I mean, we've seen so many times where the backups of the Ravens beat the Steelers before. So many times where it's ridiculous. It's like the only part of the Ravens that can beat them. And it's in Baltimore. Still gonna have some sort of a crowd. And yes, guys, the Ravens are gonna upset Pittsburgh this week because this week is gonna be crazy and everything is gonna happen. So I got the Ravens winning. Obviously, a low-scoring game. I don't expect the Ravens offense to do much, but Mason Rudolph probably looking at 2 interceptions in this game because he's looked too good. I mean, he's not that good of a quarterback, but I just don't think he's the answer there. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win 10-6, and you'll probably see 2 interceptions from Mason Rudolph. Next game you got is the Texans and the Colts. Oh, a Saturday night football game, y'all. A Saturday night football game. Probably the best game on the week, right? Because we look at these other games, well, Miami and Bills, but this is probably this is the best Saturday game at least. So, Texans and Colts. The Texans, they just took care of business against the Tennessee Titans. They looked real nice. They looked really nice against the Tennessee Titans. And CJ Stroud's back. He's firing bullets all over the place. And he just looks so good, guys. He just looks too good. Meanwhile, the Colts just took care of business against the Raiders in a close game. Gardner Minshew, Jonathan Taylor had a good game. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's been all over the place this year, guys. Let's be real. And guys, I honestly, I honestly want to take a tie here. I really want to take a tie, but just because of last year, I mean, they tied last year. It's unlikely to happen again. I am going to take Houston here, guys. Houston will be that playoff team. They'll go into the playoffs. Maybe you'll make it to the divisional round. They'll win a wild card game, probably, maybe. I got Houston winning 24-20, guys. Houston and CJ Stroud. As an Ohio State fan, even though that Missouri game is horrendous, like, holy crap, I don't want to watch Ohio State ever again, but I'm just kidding. But still, like, that was a mess, but we're not talking about Ohio State. But, man, as an Ohio State fan, though, I gotta root for CJ Stroud in the postseason. If my Bengals ain't there, I gotta root for CJ Stroud. That does not mean I'm a fan of Houston. I just like CJ Stroud. That's the only person I like on that team. I mean, I don't hate Houston, and I don't like Houston, so go CJ Stroud. The next game is Jags at Titans. The Jaguars. Okay, let me get to the point here. The Jaguars, they just came off a good win over the Carolina Panthers. And you know what? 30-3 would have been my score. Yeah, not even close. CJ Beathard looked pretty decent, The receiver, the ETN had a good game, I think. And yeah, things are looking weird in Jacksonville. Even though this game's not in Jacksonville. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans are just a dog dumpster fire team. I mean, what the heck? How do you... What do you say about the Titans? They have no offense. They have no defense. That's just it. They're just done for the season. They're just trying to lose out this game. Or they're just trying to get done with the season. But this is like a must-win for them. Well, not a must-win, but kind of, they really want to beat the Jaguars. Try to knock them out of the playoffs. And yeah, I don't see that happening with that offense. Doesn't matter whoever's playing. It's probably going to be a close game. Probably 3-point field goal game. I am going to take the Jaguars 26-23. I just don't know what the heck CJ Beathard is going to do if he's playing or Trevor Lawrence playing. So, yeah. Jaguars are a banged up team going into the playoffs. Probably. The next game is the Minnesota Vikings at the Lions. So the Vikings just got their butts kicked by the Packers. They have no quarterback. They just don't have a quarterback, guys. They don't have a quarterback. They can't get nothing going. And yeah. Meanwhile, the Lions got there was a controversial call at the end for the 2-point conversion. What a game that was. Jared Goff threw 2 picks though. Not good, but almost came back. They tried to go for 2 for the win. Didn't work out. Then they got a penalty. And then they went back more, went for it again, and they got another penalty, and it was kind of crazy. So yeah, Detroit's going to be looking for revenge. And who's that going to be against? The Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are going to get beaten this game 27-11. The Vikings just have no offense, and the Lions are going to look to just get a win here. Next thing you got is the Falcons at the Saints. The Falcons, Taylor Heineke did not look good that game. He had a bad game. Probably the worst time to have a bad game, but all quarterbacks usually have a bad game. And, the Falcons, they still have a chance. I don't know how, but they have to win this game, and Carolina has to beat Tampa just to get in. They'll be the 4 seed to host a game. Like, that's how much reward they get from winning. I mean, just from a horrible season to could make the postseason still, it's crazy. But, meanwhile, the Saints, They beat the Buccaneers. They had a good game against the Bucs, kinda. Then they lit up some points at the end. But they had that game in the bag, so it doesn't really matter. Bucs tried to come back, unable to do it. And, yeah. The Saints they're one of those teams that are weird. Like, for real. I'm going to take the Saints here to win this football game. I think they're going to be that playoff team. Something tells me the Saints are going to be that playoff team. I don't know how, what, where, why, but Saints are going to be that playoff team. I'm going to take the score 7-19. I mean, this is just a horrible game. This is asking for a lot. And then talking about horrible games, you got the Jets at the Patriots. Okay. The Jets, they couldn't do nothing. They're just waiting for their season. And their defense has given up. Their offense has given up. Well, their offense was a little bit showy against Cleveland. But, yeah, they're done, guys. And the Patriots, they're also done team. I mean, multiple turnovers. Almost could have beat the Bills. I don't know what to say about New England. So why not, for a crazy game, let's take the Jets here to win I'm going to take the Jets here to win 6-3 with a real score. That's actually the real score I have. I mean, this is just a terrible game. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Because it's just that bad, guys. It really is. So Jets win 6-3 in a meaningless game. Next game you have is the Bucs at the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers, they have a chance if they win here. If they win, they're in, pretty much, I think. Unless the Saints lose. I'm not even sure. But yeah. Saints or the Bucs. I don't know. Maybe they're the playoff team. Who knows, guys? We still don't know who's going to be in the playoffs after Week 17 in the NFC North, with 3 teams still in contention, which is kind of wild. But, you know, the Bucs, I don't know, man. Something tells me Carolina will win. Meanwhile, Carolina, they got their butts kicked against Jacksonville. They have no offense or defense anymore now. I don't know what that team is. That team's a complete dumpster fire, too. Nobody wants to be a fan of them. Oh my God, I'm thanking the Lord I did not pick the Carolina Panthers. Here's a fun fact, y'all. When I first started watching football, I was going to choose one of these teams. I was going to choose either the Bengals, the Panthers, the Chargers, or the Lions to be a fan of. Also, which one was it? There was another team I wanted to be a fan of. I think it was Chicago or something. But yeah. So I picked the Bengals because I like Tigers, and I like some of their old Hall of Fame members. And I'm so glad, guys. I'm so glad I picked the Bengals a couple years ago. Because look at Chicago. They're terrible. Look at Carolina right now. They're terrible. Look at the Chargers. They're a mess. And then look at the freaking... What do you call it? Oh, no. It wasn't the Bears. It was the Commanders. I liked Washington. But, yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, look at all the teams that I didn't become a fan of. It's just crazy. Well, the Lions, respectable. But Bengals are the best team out of them all. And yeah. Anyways, back to this. I am going to take the Panthers to win this game, though. I got them winning 20-17 just because I still think the Saints are going to be that team to make the postseason somehow with a winning record of 9-8. And guys, I don't know how they'll do it, but they'll do it. Simple as that. 20-17 Carolina wins somehow. Next game you got is Cleveland at Cincinnati. The Browns just claimed the playoff spot. They'll be resting starters here. Joe Flacco looking amazing. And the story of the Browns is just crazy. It's crazy, man. Congrats to them, though. Their defense is so elite. Their offense is clicking now. They did lose Elijah Moore for the season, I think. I'm not sure what happened there because he did have a seizure. The doctor said not to play. He has to retire, or either not put, or he has to sit out for the rest of the year. Not good for them. But prayers to Elijah Moore, and I'm gonna take Cincinnati to win here. I mean, this is just another pointless game because the Browns already clinched the spot and we're out. Sadly, we're out. But let's get a winning record, Jake Browning. Let's try it. 34-10, Bengals win because Browns are resting their starters. So even though their resters were kind of their starters this year, but then yeah, Bengals win 34-10. Next, you got Bears at Packers. The Bears, they beat the crap out of the Falcons. Justin Field looks amazing on the legs and the passing game. Ooh. And there's a little bit of hope for the playoffs. All they need is the Seahawks to lose. They need to win, and I think they're in. I think the Bears are in if that happens. And you know what? Just because of how crazy it's been, I don't think they'll make it in the postseason. But guys, I have Chicago upsetting. Wait, no. Okay, well, yes, I have Chicago upset. Dang it, I forgot to talk about the Packers. But guys, yeah, the Packers had a dominant win over the Vikings, and I just think Jordan Love is due for another loss. I mean, the receivers, they need more receivers still. I mean, it's obvious they need a defensive coordinator, and yeah. I mean, they didn't have no problem last week, but this game's going to be a problem, and I think Justin Fields will get it done, so I'm taking the Bears to upset here, 28-13, probably a lower score for the Packers, because I think they're due for a big loss. Next game you got is the Cowboys and those Commanders. The Cowboys beat the Lions. Controversial end to the game. And yeah, the Cowboys, they slipped one. Meanwhile, the Commanders got destroyed by the 49ers and just hate their season and want to try to win this game here to beat the Cowboys. Or do they? Who knows? Because Eagles and Cowboys are both in postseason. But yeah, guys, if the Cowboys win this, I mean, they're getting the number 2 overall seed. And I will take the Cowboys to win. They had a good season. They're having a great season. CeeDee Lamb has went off this year, which is crazy. So, Cowboys win. I see the Commanders trying to put up a fight, though. I'm going to take it 24-16. The Cowboys will win it. The next game you got is the Broncos at the Raiders. The Broncos, they won with Jared Stidham. Stidham didn't look too bad. Not much explosiveness. Low-scoring game against Chargers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Meanwhile, the Raiders got their playoff chances ended by the Colts. And, you know, Raiders fans, listen, it's fine. Take this season as a W season. Because, you know what? It's been a great season because Josh McDaniels got fired. And guys, you guys can go find your quarterback next year. And get some more pieces to the defense. And you'll be good to go. I like their head coach. I like the offensive weapons they have. And yeah. I mean, it's good for the Raiders. So I'm going to take the Raiders to win. And end it with a bang here. The Raiders will win this game here. Low scoring, probably 23-14. And yeah. Raiders win it, baby. Next, you got the Eagles at the Giants. The Eagles lost to the Cardinals, letting them score 35 points on their defense. And guys, there's some disgusting stuff going on in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts had a good game, but man, that defense, guys, fix that freaking defense. What is going on with that defense? Where's the playmakers? Where's the locking up? Where's the lockups? Where's the lockup people at? I mean, they're playing with fire right now. The Eagles are playing with fire right now. I mean, they're not going to get the 1 seed, or they'll probably play the Saints in the playoffs. They'll probably go to New Orleans. and win that game. If they win, if they win this game, it doesn't. This game don't matter. It just matters if the Cowboys. If the Cowboys lose, this matters. But yeah, guys. They have nothing to play for if the Cowboys win. So I'm gonna take them to win anyways because anything could happen, and they'll probably still play good. And yeah, Eagles will win here 31-21. They'll let up more points because I don't trust that defense anymore. I still have trust in the offense, though, which is surprising. But yeah. Next game, you got Seahawks at Cardinals. The Seahawks. Heartbreaking loss against the Steelers. This is a must-win game for them. Geno Smith looked alright. The run game was I don't know. And yeah, guys, the Seahawks are a weird football team, too. And the Cardinals, they beat the Eagles. Wow, Kyler Murray looking super good. This is just good for the Cardinals. This is good for next season because I think they're going to keep Kyler Murray, which is good because I like Kyler Murray, bro. I love Kyler Murray at football, bro. Or maybe he'll go to the Giants or something. Who knows? But yeah, Cardinals. Wow, what a season y'all had. What an end to the season. The Cardinals' ending of the season has just been the best thing for them. That's the only hype they've gotten. And congrats, Cardinals. You deserve it. You deserve that win over the Eagles after everything you're going through. But sadly, Seahawks will probably win here. They'll win 23-13. That's because the defense of the Seahawks need to bounce back. And yeah. I like the Cardinals. I like the Seahawks 23-13. Next game you got is the Rams at 49ers. The Rams are resting starters and no. The Rams, they beat the Giants. They won. Somehow got it done. They got lucky at the end. Giants missed the field goal, and now they are in the postseason, not playing for anything anymore. They're just happy to be in, and they claimed the playoff spot. Congratulations, Rams. We wish you were you. But yeah, guys, the Rams are going to be playing Carson Wentz this week, and I'm already going to take the 49ers hearing that. That's just brutal. And the 49ers are going to kind of play, but they're sitting out Christian McCaffrey. I don't know why they would play after they have fucked up the number 1 seed. What a season from the 49ers. They've just been a little bit inconsistent of a team. But yeah, guys, I got the 49ers winning. Either way, I don't care who's sitting or anything. I think the 49ers come out with the dub here. Kind of a weird score. I got the 49ers winning 12-21. Well, kind of not a weird score because it'd be like 21-6 and the Rams score a touchdown and they go for 2 and I don't get it. But yeah. Yeah, 49ers win 21-12. Next game you got is the Chiefs at the Chargers. The Chiefs are not starting Mahomes. They're starting Gabbert. Or I don't even know how to say his name still. To this day, I don't know how to say his name. But yeah, Mahomes is sitting out for this game. I think Kelsey is too. So, nothing to play for, Chiefs. Meanwhile, the Chargers. The Chiefs beat the Bengals. Okay, I'll talk about it. Yeah, the Chiefs got the win over the Bengals. Whole bunch of field goals from Butker. Their offense is still iffy. We let up a whole bunch of big plays. And that's how the Chiefs got the W. The Chargers, on the other hand, they lost. They're not playing for nothing either. They're just done with the season. They're just over it. So I am going to take the Chargers to win here, 20-16. Because I don't like the Chiefs quarterback right now. Their backup is just not that good, and it's gonna get a whole lot worse. So Easton Stick will get his first win here in Kansas at home. And yeah, Chargers win 20-16. Meanwhile, you got the Bills at the Dolphins, the game of the week, baby. And it's a Sunday night football game, the last game of the week 18 of the NFL. The Bills, they got the job done. That's all that matters against New England. They had a little bit of turnovers. They looked a little bit of a rough team. Josh Allen was dealing with a stinger injury, and he should be good to go, though, here. Meanwhile, the Dolphins, they're also dealing with some defensive injuries. Bradley Chubb and Xavier Howard. They're big defensive players. And Dolphins, this is a must-win. Both these teams, this is a must-win. Because if the Dolphins win, they claim the division. And Buffalo has a chance to get knocked out of the postseason, which I don't think will happen. I think the Buffalo Bills are in already. And the Bills, they have a chance to win the division and come back from a crazy season. But guys, I am going to take the Miami Dolphins to get the job done. I know a lot of people are taking the Bills and not giving the Dolphins credit for this game. But guys, just because the defensive injuries, I mean, I still think the Bills have some offensive struggles. Especially Josh Allen's dealing with a little bit of an injury. So, yeah, I am going to take the Dolphins to win in overtime here. 24-27 overtime. And there it is, guys. That is it to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on notifications to get all of my videos when made. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys when it's wild card weekend. I'm excited. Anyways, guys, that was the end of this video. Peace out, y'all. See you in the wild card.